Man, Macho Bunny, it truly isn't easy being as adorable as you are manly. Damn you, Zeus! Damn you! Greetings, fanboys and fangirls, I'm Erod and I'm the Blockbuster Buster. In 2011, one of my most requested reviews was Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief. As per your request, I gave the movie a watch, and quite frankly, I thought it was okay. Outside of the two main leads being ridiculously dull, I thought it was a fun family film, until I read the book. Lightning Thief is awesome. And the movie is nothing, I repeat, nothing like the book. While I might not hate this film, I do agree that it is not a worthy adaptation of Rick Riordan's book, which follows the adventures of an average boy who not only finds out that Greek mythology is real, but that he is a demigod, meaning he is the half-god son of Poseidon, the god of the sea, and that he has a great destiny. The good thing about the Lightning Thief film is that it didn't do very well. And with the Harry Potter film franchise coming to an end, we honestly thought that all these movies based on books for young adults were going to go away for a little bit. And then came Sea of Monsters, the sequel that nobody wanted to the movie that most people hated. The requests to bust this movie have been so overwhelming that they cannot be ignored. Now, before I get going, I would like to point out that because it is very obvious at this stage that the movies have gone in their own direction and they don't care to be faithful to the books, that I will not be doing a lot of compare and contrast between the movie and the book. There will be times where I will make fun of or point at stuff in the movie that is clearly explained in the book. Please, before you leave a comment pointing out that I made a mistake or that the book explains what I just complained about clearly, keep in mind that the point that I'm trying to make is that the movie doesn't explain it well, okay? So, in the end, I think we can all agree that you should probably skip these movies and read the books instead. With that said, let's do this. So our movie begins with a flashback as Luke, Annabeth, Grover, and Talia, the daughter of Zeus, run to Camp Half-Blood with some giant assailants on their tail. Talia stays behind to fight off the giants so the rest of the kids can make it to the camp.
You. Over here!
Her name was Talia, and she gave her life to save 3.
Yup, this movie begins with a little girl being brutally murdered. Did I mention that the books are meant for young adults and not for the children that the marketing campaign for this film was targeting? Zeus, the king of the gods, is distraught by his daughter's death, so he turns her into a tree and creates a force field around the camp. Okay, tree, force field, that's some pretty good stuff, but you know what I would have done if I had the almighty powers of Zeus? I would have healed her wounds so she didn't have to bleed to death in the forest alone, oh powerful god of douchery! So we flash forward to the present where we find our titular hero running an obstacle course as his friends cheer him on. Annabeth, daughter of Athena, goddess of wisdom, and my favorite character in the saving grace of the last film, Grover the Satyr. Percy's main competition to get to the top of the Death Pillar is Clarice, the daughter of the god of never-ending bitchiness.
Oh, how nice of you to show up just to watch me win.
What is her fucking problem? So she got to the top of the pillar and won a Tron disc. Big whoop! I have one of those. And the only reason she won was because Percy went back to help a boy in trouble. I'm sure if the camp counselors had seen what Percy did, they definitely would. Wait a minute. The head camp counselor is Dionysus, the god of wine and debauchery. Okay, Dionysus teaching a bunch of demigods how to fight and be heroes, it's like Pigpen teaching personal hygiene. Well, at least Percy can still learn from his mentor, Chiron, played by Pierce Brosnan. No. That is not Pierce Brosnan. It's Anthony Stewart Head! He might not be Bond, but he's still awesome. After Percy tries to talk to his dad at a lake, he's the god of the sea, not the god of lakes. Just figured I'd point that out to you. Dionysus and Chiron call Percy to the main office, as they have some very important news for him. Apparently, Poseidon went floundering and fornicating on Earth more than once, as Percy apparently has a half-brother, Tyson, the Cyclops with the badly CG'd eyeball.
Well, somebody's got a new brother. And I can see he's got his daddy's eyes. Well,
What is your problem, lady? That somebody shove a red-hot porcupine in your You just met the guy and you're already treating him like shit!
Maybe Poseidon decided he needed another son to, represent.
You know what? That's it. I'm gonna stop referring to you by your actual name. From now on, you are Bitchy Nags-a-Lot.
Bull.
Excuse me?
Smells like bull.
Holy hell! It's probably gonna be a Minotaur. It's a Robo-Bull. How could Tyson identify it by its smell? It probably smells more like a bulldozer than an actual bull. Also,
that's a lot of bull.
So our young demigods do their best to fight Mecha Bull. Bitchy uses her ever-popular cower in a corner like a worthless little harpy attack, but for some reason it is just not working. Oh yeah, his pen turns into a sword. So it's up to Percy to save the day, in the only way that ever proves effective.
Grappling hook!
Holy shit! Now that's a killer metaphor.
The pen is truly mightier than the sword.
After the smoke clears, Percy's arch-nemesis, Luke, son of Hermes, the messenger of the gods, reveals himself to be the one behind all the mayhem. Not only did he set Mecha Bull loose, but he also poisoned Talia's tree, which is making the Great Barrier fall apart.
Chiron, Mr. D, all the rest. They don't care about us. To them, we're just kids. Bunch of pawns meant to be pushed around, told what to do. I'm not the only half-blood who thinks so. Think about it.
You know, you may not like Luke, but you have to admit, he's got style.
Luke poisoned the tree.
Percy!
Yay, you're alive.
Yeah, he's still alive, and you're still a horrible bitch. So even though Zeus could probably snap his fingers and bring Talia back to life, our heroes feel the need to find an ancient relic with the power to restore her. It's okay, Annabeth has an app for that. God, I wish that was a joke.
Necklace of Harmonia, Hercules' bow, Golden Apple of Discord. 3 millennia of gods and demigods. You think that someone would have come up with a cure for Talia's tree.
So Annabeth figures out that the Golden Fleece is the only thing powerful enough to restore Talia. Interestingly enough, a satyr, like Grover, is naturally drawn to it, and can be used as a guide to the fleece. Percy still doubts that he is the one that should go after the fleece, so he visits the Oracle, to make sure that he should go.
I'm the spirit of Delphi, speaker of the prophecies of Phoebus Apollo.
Slayer of the mighty python.
Monty Python?
Mighty python.
Wow, they truly do have fans everywhere. Well, she doesn't tell him any jokes or do any skits, but she does tell him the original myth. Technically, as a demigod, Percy should be familiar with the first myth, but since it is important for the audience to know it, it is an acceptable plot convenience. And besides, I love to tell it. Long ago, before good and evil, before the gods, there were the Titans, and the mightiest and most powerful of them was Kronos, who would often enforce his might by eating his own children, until the day that 3 of his children took a stand against him. 3 children who would go on to become the elder gods: Zeus, the god of thunder; Poseidon, god of the sea; and Hades, god of the underworld. With their combined might, they defeated Kronos and hid his remains. But according to the spirit of Monty Python, he is destined to return one day, and apparently he can only be stopped by the last son of the elder gods, meaning Percy. One last vision of Percy and Luke fighting over the fleece seals the deal. Percy is destined to go on this quest, but Dionysus says no, as the Golden Fleece is located in the Sea of Monsters, or as we lowly mortals call it, the Bermuda Triangle. And it would be irresponsible to send children on this quest, so instead he sends this kid and bitchy nags a lot. Gee, what attribute made her worthy of going on this quest? Being a cheat, a racist, or a coward? Seriously, what the hell made her so qualified? Percy saved the world. Bitchy is a camper. The only thing that she is good at is being an abrasive windbag and attending summer camp. A Boy Scout with 3 merit badges outranks her.
Ah!
Hi, Mr. Frederickson. Please let me in.
No.
In spite of the warnings by his superiors, Percy says fuck it and goes on the quest anyway. And they bring Tyson along. Why? Percy's the hero, Annabeth is the smart one, and Grover's the guide. What does Tyson bring to the table, other than irritating naive clumsiness?
I think we're cool as long as we stay quiet.
Sorry. The fleece is guarded by Polyphemus.
Who?
Polyphemus? Closest thing Cyclops have got to someone famous. Captured Odysseus? Lives in Circe land?
Wait, Circe land?
Built on his island.
Long story. Point is, maybe I could talk to him. You know, Cyclops to Cyclops.
Okay, 2 things. 1, that is a really silly reason to come along. And 2, Polyphemus is not the only famous Cyclops. There's Leela, Mike Wazowski, Triclops, Snake Plissken, and Scott Summers. Polyphemus, the only famous Cyclops. Pants on fire. Tyson uses a spray that saves the production money on special effects, and our young heroes find themselves needing a ride, so they call upon a magical invisible taxi cab to take them to their destination. Wow! Magical public transportation that quickly and covertly transports mythical beings to their destination. What a novel and original idea!
Welcome to the night bus.
So the cab, which is being driven by the Fates, don't ask me why, drops them off at Washington, D.C. because they didn't have enough money to make it to their final destination. So the race is on to get the Golden Fleece. Time is of the essence. Talia's life is hanging on the balance, and every single demigod is at risk every day that the Great Barrier is down. So our heroes stop to get a cup of coffee. Nothing relevant happens during the scene. They just get coffee and then they drink their coffee. You know, I'm starting to see why this review was requested so vigorously. So after they enjoy their mocha lattes with extra foam, our heroes get ambushed by Luke's men, who kidnap Grover! Not the only good character in the movie! Oh, man. Wait. If Luke kidnapped Grover, that means that he wants to get the Golden Fleece as well. But what for? And another question. You fight and kill a mechanical bull with no problem. 3 skinny assholes jump you in an alley and that's a challenge? Really? Oh, and now that Grover is gone, we're gonna be stuck with dumb, dull, and dullest. Ugh. Our heroes need to find Luke and fast, so they turn to his dad for help, Hermes, played by Nathan Fillion! Captain Tight Pants is on deck!
Hermes, little insulted you didn't recognize me.
I'm starting to notice a pattern here. The most exciting things about this movie have nothing to do with the central cast or the plot. Huh.
We're looking for Luke because he attacked Camp Half-Blood and kidnapped our friend.
And we really need your help, and we don't have a lot of time.
It's really cute how you finish each other's sentences.
Castle reference! That was a Castle reference! That was a reference from the show... Never mind. Sorry. Concerned for his son, Hermes tells them that they will find Luke on their yacht, the Andromeda. And he also gives them some magical items to help them along. A tape gun that can open doors. And a thermos containing winds from the four corners of the earth.
Hercules busts heads?
Best TV show ever, so of course, canceled.
Firefly reference! That was the reference to Firefly, how it was cancelled early. I'm sorry, I swear I'm gonna stop. So our underwhelming trio make it to the pier, but Luke's yacht is too far away. It's okay. Like Aquaman, Percy Jackson is hydrokinetic. He can control water. He can just summon a wave to take... Or Tyson can just call on a hippocampus. That's good too, I guess. So they snoop around the yacht and what the hell is that? Seriously, that thing in the background, what the hell is that?
Luke's probably keeping him below deck, somewhere like in a brig.
Really? Nobody's going to explain it? Alright, fuck it. They see that Luke has found the remains of Kronos, but before they can put two and two together, they are discovered by the bad guys. Oh, it's a manticore! It's weird that they didn't properly introduce it, but who cares? The bad guys are fucked, because they are out in the ocean, which is Percy Jackson's element. He can just pick up the water, turn it into a giant fist, and get caught. Really? I am saying really a lot during this episode, but believe me, it's justified. So Luke, without any fear that Percy will be able to stop him, tells Percy to his face that he attacked the camp and poisoned Talia to trick Percy into questing for the Golden Fleece, so Luke could just follow Percy and steal the fleece from him, as he knew that Percy was predestined to find it. The only reason he kidnapped Grover and sent him to Circe's island was to expedite Percy's progress, as he wants to get his hands on the Golden Fleece as soon as possible, so he can revive Kronos and use him to kill the gods. And he drops this exposition like a boss.
The Olympians overthrew their parents. It's just our turn.
Dr. Corporate! Approved memos! Lead a workshop!
He puts Percy and the others in the brig, and only now does Percy remember that he has the power to control water. They escape out of their cells using the tape gun and fight Luke's guards. Wait, it's daytime now? It was nighttime like 3 seconds ago. So Percy and the others escape using his powers.
Hey, you want to steer for a while? Thank you. Nobody's ever trusted me with anything before.
Is that because of your lack of depth perception?
Okay, now why is she being racist?
I wouldn't have trusted him with the normal thermos.
He seems okay. I mean, I really don't get what your problem with him is.
Because you don't know what I know about them.
Really? You are the daughter of the goddess of wisdom. Being discriminate against somebody just because somebody else of their same race wronged you is generally not wise. So they are almost to Circe's island when they run into another obstacle. Oh, shark! 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 What? I'm afraid of sharks! It's all Steven Spielberg's fault. Damn you, Steven Spielberg, for making an undisputably visually engaging and exciting film that made me afraid to go to the beach! And to the public pool! And to the toilet! turns out, our incompetent heroes were not surrounded by sharks, but by the teeth of a giant monster who swallows them whole. Also, we never get to see the entire monster. I know, I'm disappointed too.
It's not working!
The Sea of Monsters might not be in Poseidon's domain.
WTF, mofo! He is the god of the ocean! The entire ocean! Not the ocean, except for this little tiny triangle over here. Our not-so-heroic heroes weigh their options when...
Oh, come on!
That sounded like Clarice.
Oh, no.
No, it couldn't be her.
You ridiculously stupid moron!
No, it's her.
Grover has been gone for 75% of the movie, and this is the character they decide to bring back?
My electrical grid up and running, or I'll plug your heads into it.
Clarice! Hey!
Yay, you're live.
See how you like it! Apparently, Bitchy was swallowed up in the middle of her quest as she was commanding a World War II battleship crewed by zombies?
Well, they prefer dead Confederate sailors whose lives have been given in tribute to Ares.
But zombies is fine.
Okay, that is awesome.
Bearden, gun! Faster, now!
Gun is hot, Captain. Locked and loaded.
Aim it at that meat grinder!
Oh, I have an idea. How about we take Bitchy Nags-a-Lot, stuff her into a cannon, and then shoot her out of the cannon? And I know what you're thinking. How exactly does that help Percy and the others get out of the creature's belly? It doesn't.
You steer, I'll shoot.
It's still my quest. Do not screw this up for me, Jackson.
Who is she talking to?
You should watch what you eat.
Who is he talking to? Wait, they needed Percy to shoot their way out of the creature's belly. Nobody thought to do that before he arrived. So they finally make it to Circe's Island, where there's an amusement park. I would ask why, but I'm sure the reason is really stupid.
Polyphemus lives in an amusement park?
No, he lives on an island. But the goddess Circe thought building an amusement park on top of it was a good idea.
And I was right. They arrive at the hideout of Polyphemus, the keeper of the Golden Fleece, where they find that Grover has survived his time there by making Polyphemus believe that he is a Cyclops chambermaid. Polyphemus can't tell the difference because he has poor eyesight. Ugh. Polyphemus is not supposed to have poor eyesight. He is supposed to be blind. According to the myth, Odysseus and his men gouged his eye out with a big sharpened stick after getting him drunk to facilitate their escape. Know your Greek mythology! Or the Odyssey, that's good too.
Hey! Why are you wearing a dress?
I'm having a really bad day. Hey! Do not let that go viral.
Sorry, there's just no way the other kids would believe me.
Hey, I have footage of you wetting your panties, so respect the Grover! So they formulate a plan to grab the fleece and get the hell out of Dodge. Half the group will distract Polyphemus while the rest makes a grab for the Golden Fleece. Bitchy contributes to the plan by doing what she does best, cowering against the wall and pissing her pants. This looks like a job for Grover, motherfucker! See? That's why he's my favorite.
Yes, I'm gonna kill all of you! Do you hear me?
We rocked that quest.
Yeah, we totally did.
No. They rocked this quest. You pissed your pants again. Pissy pants. It feels like something is missing.
I didn't know you guys had it in here.
Like a mouse!
Yes. Well done.
There we go.
Huh?
You do it for me.
No!
Oh no, not the unappealing character that we barely got to know. What a tragedy.
Percy.
I never called him brother. All I ever wanted was a brother, but I was too wrapped up in myself. And now Luke has the fleece. Because I gave it to him. I destroy Olympus. Just like the Oracle said.
Oh my god! That is one of the worst performances I have ever seen. It's okay. It's okay. I'll be alright. As Luke is about to revive Kronos, he did make one big mistake. He didn't search Percy for weapons. Even the boss makes mistakes. The battle is on as Percy and crew fight tooth and nail to reach Kronos' casket and remove the fleece.
Yay, you're alive.
What? The water. It healed me. Son of Poseidon.
Guys, remove the fleece. You can hug later. Remove the fleece, you stupid mother!
It's Luke! Luke Castellan! Your great-grandson!
My favorite.
Well, wait, this is not Luke's fault. The myth says that Kronos ate his own children, not his grandchildren. No, the myth doesn't say anything about him eating satyrs either. Oh man, they just killed off the two best characters in the movie in a row. There's a metaphor here somewhere. Deus Ex Rock Thingy! Wait, his sword can hurt him? But it surely wouldn't be able to kill him. I mean, in the myth, to defeat Kronos, it took the combined might of Zeus, Poseidon, and... So the day is saved. Grover and Luke conveniently lived after Kronos exploded.
Percy.
Well, I can honestly say I didn't see that coming.
Please, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on.
What the hell was the point of that?
What happened?
Don't worry about it. And if anyone else wants to die tonight, at least we have this.
Boo! So again, the day is saved. Talia's tree is restored, and everything is well. Or is it?
What happened?
It was even more powerful than we thought.
Who are you?
Percy, everything's all right. It's okay.
I had the strangest dream.
Yeah?
Like I was dying.
What's your name?
I'm Talia, daughter of Zeus.
Another living child of the eldest gods. Maybe it wasn't me. Maybe the Oracle meant Talia all along. Could she be our salvation? Or the cause of our destruction?
This movie's a horrible half-blood of hellacious hooligans. Everything about it seems rushed and cheap. The absence of all the A-list actors from the first film makes it seem like they were trying to save money by not including them. The cheapness is further accentuated by the lackluster special effects and the horrible breakneck pacing. The main characters are so boring and unappealing that I often found myself daydreaming about what the bad guys in Grover were doing.
I quit!
Wait, you're a dude?
Cause I guarantee you that it was probably far more interesting than what these jackasses were doing. So again, major props to Brandon T. Jackson, who's always great, even if his screen time is limited, and to Jake Abel, who played a great villain. Luke is ice cold, but his motivations are easy to understand. As a kid, he watched one of his friends die, and her father, the king of the gods, didn't raise a finger to help her. So to him, the gods are worthless, and they must be eliminated. Unfortunately, his arch nemesis just wasn't worthy of him. Percy is so dull and uninteresting that the only thing that stops me from forgetting about him is that he is the title character. Too many things were set up but just never explored. Like, why would Poseidon never talk to Percy? He talked to him in the last movie, why not here? But the biggest insult is how easily Kronos was defeated. Kronos fathered the gods. It should take more than one ancient relic to defeat him. Fortunately, that's not the case with this movie. You want an ancient relic of power? I'll give you an ancient relic of power.
Well, the first thing I do is...
Pussy out! Puke on Deborah's desk, jump out the window, suck a dude's dick, score some coke, crash my car, suck my own dick, eat some chicken strips, balls.